Broadcasting from Nanuki, Kenya. This is the Me and Larry reality video show, LTL Editorial News, the Cable News Report, the Weekend Review for February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2011. Yes, the weekend was wonderful because it was wonderful for Egypt. Because, of course, Friday they party. It was a party because the Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak has left the office, like Elvis left the building, and now he's somewhere hidden. He may be in Saudi Arabia, hiding in the sand with that wimp Ben Ali of Tunisia, that former president. So all the Egyptians was having a party, and of course, the key thing was democracy. Now, how did the word democracy was developed? Hey, there's a guy who used to be a former national security advisor and Secretary of State. You know who he is. Well, in America knows who he is. Henry Kissinger. You know, he's a summa cum laude at Harvard, graduate. He may not talk proper, sir, talk proper like this, but, democracy. He said democracy is a sweep of the history of international relationship, largely concentrated on the 20th century and what it was going through with the Western civilization. That's how he sounded, like, Henry Kissinger. Well, it's all right. Yeah. But anyway, that was a key word that was needed all around the world, especially in Egypt, of course, Tunisia, Yemen, Jordan, Lebanon, all those other places. Well, Iran, they're not going to get it. Latest news story for them, if they try to, they'll cut off all internet, which they are doing. They cut off everything. Of course, the United States said, vote for your democracy. Yeah. Make Mahmoud Ahmadinejad suffer. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, when the liberation was set on Friday, you have other presidents and prime ministers was giving word, like Barack Obama, the U.S. president, saying now they could concentrate on putting their countries back together. They needed to go for democracy. They didn't want me to say that D word. Damn. And they didn't want me to say that word. And then you have David Cameron from the UK saying, that's a bloody shame that Mubarak didn't give democracy. Now I can say it because now Barack Obama, the U.S. president, can say it now. And of course, Kenya's own Prime Minister Raila Odinga said, You know, Mubarak, it should have been not military power, but people power. And people power had done it. Just like my country, Kenya, when they elect me for president, they're gonna have people power on that. I'm gonna win the 2012 election. And so that's what it is, the liberation. Had a in Egypt had a party, it was good. They got down. Now the only thing is a problem now, the police, because they so stressed out, they didn't get paid, so they having a protest rally, and the bankers, because those big rigs was making all the bread. And they saying, we need to get paid in full. We need to get paid in full. They should be listening to Eric B. and Rakim. They should be saying, think of a master plan. Ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands. Here I am trying to go in my pocket. Nothing pull out, just lint. I said, how could I be the last president? But the key thing is, at least Mubarak is out. Now, they got to start from scratch until September, when the new president will be appointed. This is LTL, the cable news report. Yes. For Valentine's Day, I hope your weekend was fine. I know in Egypt it's fine, and all over the world that had the Egyptian people there, especially in Kuwait, they celebrated. So, it's good, and I am Saudi! Wait a minute. Since it's a Valentine's Day, I can give you more to love, as the LTL editorial news will continue in its regular time, which is Monday, for Valentine's Day, the cable news report. I'm sounding off for the weekend review, but we'll be right back for the regular news story. Thank you.